whole field is full of boterbloempjes. Good morning, beautiful people. Back on the CCT trail close to my house because the gas prices are crazy. So I also baked a bread this morning, which is something I do like every other week. So I couldn't leave for my hike very early. I just figured out what that little ticking noise was in my last video. They were probably the keys in my pocket. So I stuffed some leaves in my key holder and now it doesn't make a noise anymore. I also adjusted my camera angle on this gimbal because I noticed there was a lot of filming, mostly of the trail versus, like downwards. Yeah, so these are some of the things you try to adjust. Sound, filming, angles. It's still very cold here in Virginia. I mean, for May. And also somewhat windy today. But yeah, the other thing that I needed to take care of was making sure that I'm not filming part of what is holding my phone. You might have noticed that in the bottom corner. I can give you an example, I think. Let me see. See this? That's what I meant. So, I think I still hear my key. Are so busy. Last weekend, my daughter and I, went to Kansas City, Missouri for a wedding. And I came back with a stomach flu that lasted almost a week. Okay now, I guess. So before our departure, we had a few hours to kill, and we stopped at a park and had a little hike. Even though I didn't have really hiking shoes on, but I'll include some pictures because I didn't really film. Anything. Looks like a side trail, but it's very overgrown. Let's see if there are already mayaples or not. There's one coming. See it there? They're still very small. Unfortunately, we have a lawnmower in the back. How about getting off some trail here? I have sprayed my clothes and my body, different space, with stuff for ticks, so should be good. A lot of disturbed ground here, so probably because of deer. That was amazing. I hope I got that fox. That was so cute. Okay, trying to find another beach. I think the dog spooked the fox. Whoa, that is a big old mushroom. Very old, but pretty cool. Oh, that's a pretty big tree. Holy cow. It's just a very thick tree trunk. Yeah, this looks better. I hope I can get down this bank here. Nah, it's not a good idea. But hey, it's coming. It's low. Yeah, that could be possible. Let me stop the camera for a minute. So I was able to get to a lower part here where I could actually access this little beach. So as I was saying, I made it to this little beach and there's a dog close by that starts barking every time somebody on the trail passes with a dog. So that's what it is today. I was watching Julie. Her YouTube channel is called French Julie Travels. She's the American woman who asked ChatGPT to find her the best place in France to move to. She moved to recover from a burnout and find a life that would be more slow, I guess. And even though she's living in what looks like a dream, she still can't stop herself from working too hard and getting close to another burnout again. I think this is a very important clue for people considering moving abroad. Ask yourself why you want to move, and don't let any issues follow you to the new destination. Deal with them first. Don't let them sneak into your suitcase. One comment from a lady my age noted that it is about control and how little we actually are in control. She wrote about working harder to be taken seriously. We think that working hard keeps us in control. And the best advice she once received was to put the oars down and let the current guide you. So here we are, 3 women, 1 river, and different relationships to the oars. Julie, still rowing hard in the Provence. A 61-year-old stranger in the comment section who'd found her way to putting down the oars. And me, a Dutch woman, 26 years in America, never quite understanding why the cage felt necessary, but watching up close the whole time. I'm not a recovering hustler. I'm a long-term observer who learned to speak the language fluently without drinking the Kool-Aid. I want to point out that for many people the struggle is real. Even with 2 incomes, people are barely scraping by. I've been there as a single mom, laid off several times. The rowing isn't vanity, it's a survival fear. And even inside that scary reality, the belief that rowing harder buys you security, that enough effort equals enough control over outcomes, that's still an illusion. The underlying fear is the same regardless of your bank account. Control doesn't just exhaust you, it blinds you, in a way, to the very things it promises to deliver. Julie lives in one of the most creatively generous, quietly abundant landscapes on earth. But yet she can't receive it because her hands are on the oars. You can't receive with clenched hands. It's physical. It's that simple. And the cruel irony? Hustle culture sells itself as the path to opportunity. But their hyper-vigilant, controlling state narrows perception. You only see what you're already looking for. The unexpected, the serendipitous, the thing that changes everything. Those slip through because you're too busy rowing to notice that the current is shifting beneath you. I commented as well and referred to Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way. Creativity requires faith, and faith requires relinquishing control. I talked about that in one of my previous videos. This is not just a productivity problem, it's a receiving problem, a blocked signal. Leaning into groundlessness isn't a luxury for people who opted out of the system. It's available, maybe most urgently needed, right in the middle of the struggle. The fear doesn't go away when you put down the oars. You lean into it instead of rowing through it. Hustle culture is ultimately a story about worthiness. I have to earn my place. I have to justify my existence through output. Putting down the oars isn't just about rest or creative flow. It's about believing you deserve to be in the boat at all. The river takes you somewhere regardless. It always has. Maybe, Julie, we'll meet sometime and have a good laugh about our busted boats, the rapids, and the beautiful scenery along the riverbanks. It's so peaceful. Oops, I did it again. I thought I was filming and I wasn't. Also, I have to watch all these. Oh. Hi, dog. What I was going to say is I have to watch all these tree roots here. And then there was this giant with a woodpecker in the background. Although it's very beautiful here, this trail is a little too busy for me. I had to stop so many times and jump off the trail to let some mountain bikers pass by. Lots of people with dogs, and yeah, I'm so much craving solitude. That's my thing, you know. And for that, I probably need to go a little bit more remote. To watch my step here because trail is sort of close to steep riverbank. One time I went this direction over there, so this time I turned left and now I'm turning right to go back. I'm sending you my love, beautiful people. So yeah, let your boat float every once in a while. And remember, you are worthy, whether you work hard, super hard, or don't work at all. Thank you for watching this video, walking with me. And I hope to see you next week.